Yep, okay. Got the car going eastbound, marked unit behind them. Looks like they're going to do a 1050.
Looks like they lit them up.
Youth services 86 in the county, 60 by the 1050.
Chopper 1's got eyes on the marked unit doing the 1050. Yeah, we'll call it. Looks like it's going to be a foot chase. One male running eastbound. Jumping the fence eastbound on the school property.
Almost every school day in Florida's 9th largest school district, off-campus threats send some of Lee County's 98,000 students, teachers, and staff into survival mode.
Attention everyone, the school's in lockdown. This is not a drill.
It makes me very anxious because you never know when someone's going to come to school with a weapon in their bag or hide it. And you don't know what they could do. It could happen any day.
Okay, everybody just stay quiet and calm.
We're all hoping it never happens, and God willing it never happens in Lee County. But if it's not what if, it's when. It's gonna happen, and we're gonna be prepared.
The frontline defenders, 87 Lee County Sheriff's School Resource Officers.
We have SWAT guys, 20-year experience SWAT, K-9, special operations.
Men and women willing to risk their lives to protect your child's.
They are street warriors that go in there, that want to shake a child's hand, mentor that child, but make no mistake, if a threat arises, they're going to take that threat out immediately.
To be prepared for the worst,
No longer do we wait. There's an active shooter. You go in immediately.
these soldiers train above and beyond and then train some more.
We want those kids to be safe, and we want our people to be safe.
Not to just maintain Florida's minimum standards, but far exceed them.
We're certifying them in a 16-hour course for a single officer response to active shooter. We're going to do another 2 days with live fire on the range.
Lee County SROs devoting at least 120 hours to training.
On non-school days, on teacher and service days, hurricane makeup days, those are days we're training. We're in your schools. When your students are home, we're in your schools training for the unexpected.
LCSO Commander Mike Miller oversees the 90-member Youth Services Division, serving 64 schools.
We have actually trainers inside our unit that are certified active shooter trainers, and we actually facilitate that training in-house with our SROs on a constant basis throughout the school year.
Instructors use school hallways, Explorer Post 18 students to role play, and authentic audio recordings from past school shootings.
This is stress. This is all stress. Stressful conditions. The more stress we can put them through, the more they're gonna survive when the time comes.
We try to make it as realistic as possible, where we can create the same type of emotional response that they would experience in a combat type of situation.
Real-life scenarios vital to training not just officers, but school teachers and administrators.
When you go through those drills, and more importantly, you talk about them, the pros, the cons, the what-ifs, and then people can ease that anxiety so that they understand what they're doing it and why they're doing it.
SRO Mike Swift, applying some of his doctoral research on active shooters, helped create a powerful program called Mindset Training.
We bring all of the faculty and staff into some type of classroom environment. We would talk over, all right, what are all your steps if you hear an active shooter? And while they're running through all of their checklist of turning out the lights and locking the doors, they're hearing kids screaming and gunfire going. We use blanks, ammunition rounds, and things like that.
Shocking sights and sounds for teachers like Janine Lynn.
It's multiple gunshots. We were so stunned that we weren't moving very quickly because we were trying to assess what was happening around us. It was chaotic. It was emotional.
You're frozen.
We froze.
But she emerged from mindset training empowered to stay calm and save lives.
When you go through it, you have an idea of what to expect, and you know how important it is to have a plan in place beforehand.
Since 2018, more than 2,000 educators in Lee County have been taught mindset.
Now, as the teacher, able to help potentially save a life faster, but they're also able to give instructions to students on how to stop that bleeding as well while they manage their classroom during the chaos.
An astute teacher reported to administrators an alarming sketch found in a child's notebook a few weeks after school began. Swift immediately followed up, discovering chilling information about the 13-year-old.
I've interviewed and spoken to a lot of evil and scary people all over the world, and talking to this young man, he scared the hell out of me. He was scary.
Swift notified the LCSO Youth Services Criminal Investigation Division.
We handle everything but murder and sex crimes.
A team of elite crime fighters dedicated solely to Lee County schools, leading to an expansive investigation with state and federal agencies and the arrest of the 8th grade boy.
He had everything planned out, ready to go, diagrams. It was just a matter of what day was going to happen.
For his diligence working the case, Swift received the 2019 Lee County Deputy of the Year Award. It's one example of close to 500 threats of violence investigated by the Youth Services CID, leading to 64 arrests and preventing an untold number of injuries and deaths.
I am certain we have stopped major incidents from happening in this county.
The unit also employs its own crime-fighting canine. With more than 200 hours of narcotics training, Kylo sniffs out contraband.
Such as black powder, smokeless, anything that is residual that's composed of a round or anything that would be concealed in a firearm, plus our typically illegal narcotics, marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, MDMA, heroin.
From parking lot and perimeter sweeps to demos for children and much more, the K-9 team, a key asset in Sheriff Carmine Marcino's Safe Kids, Safe Schools initiative.
We are ready for anything. We are in the business of what happens next, and that could change every second, every minute, every hour.
Now events can be seen unfolding live at the agency's newly built state-of-the-art Real-Time Intelligence Center, or RTIC.
If it's intel, it goes through here.
With live access to a network of cameras throughout Lee County.
When a real-time event's occurring, we need to know what's going on at that intersection of that location.
Including public schools.
This is a game changer because now, for the first time ever, we can track a perpetrator, a shooter, whatever the case may be, in real time through the school and appropriately deploy our assets and our responding patrol officers to that threat so we can take them out quickly.
From safeguarding schools to mentoring children, SROs run youth leadership programs like the cadet and junior cadets.
We try to prepare the kids for going to middle school. We talk to them about drugs, we talk to them about bullying, we talk to them a lot about what we do as law enforcement officers.
He's just amazing, you know, like he helps everybody and he's just so kind.
SRO Bill Weaver, the first pilot ever at LCSO.
It keeps the rotor blade from hitting the ground when you land.
Now teaching his kids about the aviation unit.
It was really cool because first of all I got to touch a helicopter, which I've never done, and I got to see the inside of one, which there's a lot of buttons.
High schoolers get a first-hand look at careers in law enforcement as well through Explorers Post 18.
My main focus is on being a forensic science technician, that's my dream.
30 members of Post 18, under the leadership of SROs, have volunteered more than 7,000 hours this year, and its 12-member pistol team excels, winning individual and team awards.
We mentor kids. We build relationships with these kids.
And SROs routinely go above and beyond the call of duty, like Lieutenant Sylvester Smalls, who partners with a nonprofit to provide 350 new bikes for Lee County elementary school children during Christmas. He also organizes basketball showcases, helping dozens of teams earn college scholarships. SRO Deputy Donna McNally discovered many of the special needs children she protected at Buckingham Exceptional Center were coming to school hungry, so she turned her school office into a food pantry. For her extraordinary efforts, Attorney General Ashley Moody presented her with the Back the Blue Award. She also won the 2019 Lee County Law Enforcement Officer of the Year Award. SROs profoundly impact the lives of those they serve.
It makes me feel really safe to be at school.
He's making sure everyone's safe in our school.
And he protects us all, and he's just the best person ever.
The school resource officer is probably one of the most important things that you could have in a school building, if not the most important thing. And it goes to the relationships where the students, teachers, and staff understand that they have the support of the Sheriff's Office.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office Youth Services Division, a diverse group of men and women, counselors, mentors, and warriors, united in purpose.
This is an all-hands-on-deck operation at every level, cohesive team that is there every day, digging in, making friends, gathering intelligence, and making certain our children are safe.